What up, guys? We're in Willimantic. We got some complaints to hand in on some of these fine officers. We have to hand in Rosado's complaint again from August, from when he called me a snitch in the lobby. You know, they didn't take no action and handle that themselves. And they found no wrongdoing in his cam back and using the loudspeaker to talk to me. They stated that he denied recording. So even though all the evidence shows he was, they just took his word. They didn't check his phone. They didn't do anything. They would. Now just imagine if the tables were turned and we had a bunch of evidence stacked up against us. What would they do? They would they'd arrest us or find us guilty of whatever it was. Here we are, guys. I already wrote the complaints, so we are just here to hand them in. Let's see who we got. Hello, I got some complaints to hand in. What do you mean, complaints on officers? Like, sorry, my bad. Thank you. Bye. Look at it, the presents are all still nice from the other night, from when Timer Slayer Studios fixed it. I mean, to me, it looked like probably somebody walking into this room, which would be an officer. Oh, look. Last time this was open, they blocked the room off from us. Oh, we're so scared of cameras. This is what they do, guys. This is pathetic. Willimantic police. I wonder who they're going to send out. Are we allowed to eat these candy canes? At least they didn't ask me my name. Every time you come in here and you do anything, they want your name. You can't just come in and tell them what you want to do. Oh, we need your name. I should have brought the stand for this gimbal. I could have just set it down. They're probably like, oh, it's the camera guy. It's okay. We'll just take the complaints and say we investigated them and find no wrongdoing like we always do. We don't hold our officers accountable. This guy waved a gun in a nightclub in 2013 in Rhode Island over state lines with his weapon, waving it around in a club. Look it up. Josh Clark. And now he's promoted. He's a supervisor. That's what they need. They love that stuff. What do we got here? Gimbal's cold. Everything's cold. All our paperwork. We'll take some of these things. You know what's weird? And I don't know why I haven't noticed this before. Where is their drug box? Nowhere to be found. Oh. It's like the one PD dude where they don't have... Why don't they put it right there? I mean, figured a town riddled with drugs and drug problems that they'd have a drug box. That you can't come look at the arrest logs. Only when records is open, so you gotta miss work to come down and check public records that should be out, that are out at every other department, right? I would think so. She's always nice, though. I can't complain about her, to be honest. She's always professional. I mean, she may not like it, but she's never rude about it. But let's see how long they make us wait. It's already been 4 minutes. They don't have anything here. No drug box, no cool history stuff, no cameras, guns, typewriters. All the other PDs have stuff like that. They get this nice, newer building. I mean, I don't know how new it is, but it looks nicer than a lot of them. And they give the public this tiny little area with this. Oh, there is people in there. That's why the paper's up. Still, I don't think they need the paper up for that. Whatever they're doing, it's top secret. Did they know I was coming? Oh, there's gonna be a camera here. We gotta stop everything we're doing. 5 minutes. There's one. One just drove by. You can't find him anywhere in the town, but you can find him here. This is where you gotta go to get records. You can only view the arrest logs during those times. I'm glad I didn't do this live because we had been standing here forever waiting for this dude. We'll sit down and wait. I don't know if it hits 15 minutes. I'm gonna have to use the phone again. I don't see what anybody's doing back there. It takes 15 minutes to come get my complaints, so hopefully we don't get to that point, but we're already at 8 minutes, so I wonder what they said when they called whoever they had to come. Oh, it's the guy with the camera. He's got a hand in his complaints. You know, we're just gonna take him and hold on to him for a while and do some investigation and find our officers not guilty, despite the evidence, or leave parts out of the complaints. Tomorrow I'm going to FOIA my complaint that I put in on him last time and see if I added in. I'm like 90% sure I added that part in, but there's a chance I was going to do another complaint just for that issue. So we'll see. But even if not, I mean, I got the video that I got from the lobby from the deputy chief, and he watched it. He told me he did. So there should have been action taken there. I shouldn't have to take my time and come in and complain when the deputy chief saw his officer doing wrong, right? And chose to give me the video, but do nothing about it. 11 minutes to hand in a complaint. That's it. It's weird, because I was just out there and they didn't seem busy at all. I didn't see them doing anything. I didn't even see one cop walking halfway across town. It's weird. But we don't have any to come take my complaints. We'll have time to watch a whole lackluster video waiting for this. Lackluster actually reached out to me in the comments of my last arrest, and we've been corresponding a little bit. And honestly, he's the first video I ever saw about auditors. He was the first one I ever saw. It was about a guy pulling in his driveway and the cops harassing him. I think it was in California. I don't remember where it is, but that was the first video I ever saw. And to be in correspondence with him and talking about my cases and what's going on in my city is kind of incredible. It's mind-blowing. It's funny, we're talking about mind-blowing, and I've now been sitting here for 14 minutes. And nobody's come out to help me with my complaints. So they have one more minute, and I'm going to call again and ask. I don't know why they think I have all day to sit here and wait to hand in a complaint. I mean,
You're in trouble, pal. You get your supervisor here right now, and until your supervisor gets here, I'm gonna.
oh,
Yeah.
What up, man? You know what? I thought it might be you, and I was like, I wonder if it is. But let me do the right hand. I appreciate you, man. I gotta hand these complaints in. I got them done. Somebody left this. I don't know if they might come back for it.
Yeah.
But I wrote them up.
Sweet.
I got two. You could put more than one officer on one, right?
Yeah.
Like if there's one incident, I put
Yeah,
all
yeah.
three on the one where they
Absolutely.
arrested me.
I'll bring it upstairs.
Yeah, do whatever. But I don't know about the parts we got to sign at the back. That's what I wanted to double check with you. Because like this one I did today and I signed it today. The other one I wrote the other day, but I signed it today because I didn't know. I didn't sign it the other day.
Sign it because I received it.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it gets filed
Absolutely.
properly. You know what? It was worth waiting the 15 minutes for you to come out.
It's all good, Adam.
You busy?
Yeah, a little bit. I gotta start. It's like a week's about to start, so I gotta.
Oh, get ready.
Yeah, it's like my month is there.
It's gotta be, man. It's gotta be hard being a good cop. Like,
Thanks for the shout out.
no, man. You're.
Everyone-
It's all.
everyone from
Everybody
Willimantic
thinks
sending
that.
me the video.
Have they? Everybody acts like we hate cops, and I don't hate cops. I just hate cops that treat me like shit.
Yeah.
I've never had a problem with you. There's a lot of cops out here that've been awesome. And that's all I care about. I'd rather have a good relationship than a crappy one. But, you know, as a man, I'm not going to let you just stand there and scream at me
Right.
just because you are a cop. Like,
Right.
I'm going to stand mine. But is that all we got to do?
That's it. I'll put it right
Okay.
there.
Is there a way, I'm going to ask you, because we talked about the other day, can we do request, well, you said we could, but how do we do it? Request records and stuff like
Like,
through
that's not
email.
What you said?
Well, that, I want to bring that up, and I do want to get that put out here,
Yeah, yeah.
but like, so I can email them and FOIA stuff without having to come in person, because I'll have to miss work to do that. Other departments do it, so I assume that they would.
Do you have their emails?
I have Glode's, but ever since I got arrested, I wrote him an email, he won't respond. I can email him again
Yeah.
and ask him. I'll ask him, it'll be easier.
That's all
He's the one that deals with it. Yeah, I just don't want to piss him off because he hasn't answered me, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right,
I don't
right.
want to keep emailing him, but it's not like I'm emailing about BS.
No,
So
right. No, I get
it's
you.
important stuff.
It's just, it's hard for me because I'm like down here and I have no control.
Yeah,
over the-
no, I know, but I think the logbook out here, like, I don't know who we have to talk to about that, but that would be
Yeah.
awesome. It's not, ain't nobody gonna come in here and steal that. Who wants that?
Right,
Like,
okay.
and it just makes it easier on people like the journalists and everybody else, because
Right. See,
I'm never gonna
it's
get
not-
here before 4, and that
Right.
means I'm never gonna see it. So
Right.
it just makes it easier on everybody.
Yeah,
But
I'm-
and if other departments do it, I don't see why we can't. You know what I mean? Phase it in or
Right,
do
right,
it
right.
somehow.
Right.
Like, it's just try and make things easier for everybody.
Right.
It's gotta be a pain in the ass every time somebody comes in. It's like, hey, I want to see the logbook, and Glode's got to stop doing his important email or whatever he's doing to come down. Go ahead, look through it. Yeah, no, but I appreciate you, man. Have a good one. Stay safe. Hopefully the rest of your day is nice and easy.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man. Have a good one. Well, fellas, there you go. We have him. I want to tell him it's lights on. We got Rivera, which was awesome. Hello. Oh, there's a truck parked out front. It's got the tail light, like the tail cab light, not like the tail lights, but the cab lights on. When I came in like 15 minutes ago, I just don't want somebody's battery to die. Like, it's a white Ford. I think it's a F-150. It's right out here on the left. It's just, if it's on the whole time, that battery's gonna be dead when you guys go to leave. All right, have a good one. Bye. We could try and wait for Rivera. He might come back through. That's awesome. So at least we know they'll get to where they need to go. I hear a door. Let's see if it's Rivera. It is. I've left already, but I meant to tell you, I don't know whose truck that is. The light is on. The cab, like the light above the back window, it was on when I came in. I don't know if it still is, but it was. And I don't want it to... Oh, it's not your guys's?
This one right
Yeah.
here? Yeah, no, it's not ours.
All right, I wanted to make sure. Check it again, but when I came through, it was on, and it stayed on for a few minutes. So I didn't want it to be you guys and come out and be like, oh, it's a Nissan. I told them it was a Ford. Is it off? Oh, no, it went off. It was this one, but I stayed here and waited. It was like 2 minutes, so I just didn't want one of you guys to come out and be like, what the fuck, I can't get home because my shit's dead. No, that's good stuff. But I appreciate it. You did. I know it gets where it goes when I give it to you. I appreciate it. Thank you for everything, Rivera, dude. You're awesome. So 20 minutes, 40 seconds. That's how long it took me to go in and get those complaints filed the right way. It was actually a little bit shorter because I waited to talk to them about the light, but it was nobody's. And yeah, I mean, Rivera's awesome. He said thanks for the shout out. You know what I mean? That's awesome. These good cops. Who knows? I can't say he's a great cop because I haven't followed him his whole career. But every time I deal with him, every time I see him, he's awesome. He's always professional. He's always fair. He's not going to arrest you for talking on the sidewalk. He listens, even if it's going in one ear and out the other ear. He pretends to listen. And I'm not going to say pretend, but he does listen, and that's more than you can ask for, because a lot of cops shut you down, don't want to listen, will listen, but don't even know what you're talking about when you ask them a question about what you were talking about. It's just different, and to get somebody like him, that's awesome, and I couldn't ask for more. I know my complaints are going to get where they need to go, and from there we will try and move forward. I don't see how the department already said they're doing an investigation into pros arresting me, so my complaint on them shouldn't be news. They're already doing it, so You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. It's nothing. It's already ongoing. So the complaint's not going to be like, oh, this is the start of it. And Rosado for calling me a snitch. I still don't understand how the department handed me that video. They watched it, and they didn't do anything about it. That's what I'm talking about. But when I got arrested in New Britain and those officers were wrong, you know what the chief of police did? Emailed me and told me what I was doing was not legal, and that he's opening an investigation into his officers and going forward from there. So what are, you know what I mean? Why can't Willimantic do that? What are they hiding? They're really varying for this guy. I want to find out if he's related to the old Rosado that was the chief that went to, I believe, Meriden. Because if so, that would explain something. That would explain why they keep covering for this clown. Well, we'll see him. I'm going to kill this. We're out here. We're walking around. We're going to see what we can find.